Did you hear that, Izzy? Knocking in the back.
I'll close it. Just
Cheers, yeah, we're going, cool. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Bourne Bred. This is the first episode of Bourne Bred At Home, and we've got a very special pilot episode for you guys. Some of my favourite, for lack of a better word, creatives. I'm just joking. Businessmen, family, and just general kind of powerhouse trio. I've got the Younan Brothers with me. If you guys can just introduce yourselves, give us your name, age, and kind of what you specialise in.
Hello, my name is Christian. I'm a 2000 baby. I'm currently studying university. I do chemical engineering and pharmaceutical science. So I love my numbers and chemistry, and I try to reflect that in what we do apparently. I like a lot of graphic design, videography, photography, and yeah, making clothes in general. Selling clothes, dealing clothes. I just love fashion, a little bit of styling as well. And I try to reflect as much as I can in fresh flames in what we do.
My name's Isaac. I am 22. Yeah, that's right. Oh, damn, I'm old. And I am studying law and international relations. My specialty is honestly just pop culture. I would like to say I'm very cultured. I love music, I love movies, I love books. And I just help out with Christian whatever he needs.
Right, I'm Dominic, I'm 24 years old
and single.
So I'm a civil engineer by trade. It's something that I really do enjoy. I love design and seeing things construct. I love reading, writing, I love art as well. And mostly at Fresh Flames what I do is mostly set the vision, as I'm the oldest brother, and do the styling for the photo shoots and mostly conceptualizing and creating our new brand.
Thanks for that, guys. Well, like I said, it's a pleasure to have you, and I mean, you guys have really scratched the surface. I mean, well, some of you watching, you already know what they've done. You've already kind of seen sneak peeks, but for those who don't know yet, by the end of this interview, once you're done checking their pages, which the links will be there, you'll definitely know. So, got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, so pretty much we run a vintage clothing store. We sell like streetwear, designer, just anything good that's vintage that comes from our taste. It's not just whatever's trendy or whatever's in, because obviously vintage is coming back, but it's what we love and what we grew up with. A lot of stuff that's nostalgic and a lot of the stuff that we wear in our own wardrobes. We wouldn't sell something that we wouldn't wear ourselves, obviously. But yeah, so our aim is to share the culture that we love so much and what we grew up with, and to sell it at an affordable price so everyone else can enjoy it.
You guys have had like a, proper longevity compared to, it's not just a get rich quick scheme for you guys. There's actually a passion and kind of like a drive and a history behind what you're doing. And I actually that's kind of what I wanted to jump into at first. I wanted to jump into your life and your bond, both individually and as brothers. What kind of like pushed you guys to kind of like become who you are in terms of just your kind of individual endeavors and Fresh Flames as a whole.
So in terms of Fresh Flames, it's like we grew up both. At times we were poor and at times we were rich. You know what I mean? At times parents had businesses and whatnot, at times we didn't. So that reflected in our childhood and growing up and whatnot, and the clothes we could afford and what we couldn't. And we used to go to the thrift stores when I was about maybe 10 years ago now, easily, buying soccer jerseys so I can flip them on Gumtree. That's pretty much how it started. And we used to, we were always into video games, like old cameras, old watches. I used to love watches. Old literature, books, all that kind of stuff.
Toys, honestly, anything that appealed to us.
And it was so cheap back then because no one would do it. And then everyone would be like, what the heck, how are you guys so dripped out? How do you guys look like that? And no one knew that we used to thrift.
Yeah,
it was really embarrassing. Super embarrassing.
Oh wow.
There was such a stigma to it.
I guess it wasn't always like a kind of a fun hobby. It was
like, you're wearing someone else's clothes. It's secondhand.
Secondhand. It was never called vintage. It was called secondhand.
So it's literally secretive.
And I mean, we knew we were getting from. We liked it because we were always appealed to that nostalgia. While everyone was playing with PS2s and stuff, we were still playing Game Boys and Game Boy Advance and that kind of stuff. We were always behind, but in a good way. I wouldn't want to change it at all in any way. Until we got to a point, it's we were buying and selling and whatnot, and we're like, why are we selling to people to sell to customers? Why don't we just do it directly to people? Because we do enjoy this. It's our passion. We know a lot. And obviously I knew more than my brothers in terms of clothing because I was older and I was doing it first. But they caught on like super quick, like really, really quick. And Christian helped make that really well as well. I had like an Insta account where I used to show off the stuff I used to have. Like I wasn't buying and selling, and then I deleted their account. And then when we remade it, we're like, we used Fresh Flames, but I had the little
underscore
at the very end. Because I had made the original Fresh Flames account, then I deleted it.
Oh no!
So
that's the story behind
so
that.
that's why it's store now.
And then we changed it to Fresh Flames Store.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, God's so good. Like our business just grew and grew and grew because a lot of our mates and you guys watching it now, maybe our friends, our family. Shout out to the day ones that are helping us out. Like they were buying from us because we're selling really good prices. We just wanna.
Oh, definitely.
We just want to hook people up. Like we just want people to share into the passion that we have, what we enjoy. And we set the vision up really, really early. Like, I'm the oldest brother. I'm not gonna brag, but it's like we set the vision really, really early. We're like, okay, we want to have a website. We want to sell direct to people. We want to keep the prices affordable. We don't care what anyone else is doing.
Yeah, so as people growing up, when we have empathy, and that's what we have as people, that means that we love others and we try to put ourselves in their shoes and we try to feel the way they feel. And reflecting that through our business, if we're charging ridiculous prices, you have to think about it as yourself, like, oh, would you pay that? Would you feel comfortable seeing something like that, and how would you feel about that? So we try to hook people up in that way.
I will continue. It's just like about love your neighbor as yourself. That's the golden rule, So that's pretty much what it is. It's like we put ourselves in their perspective. It's like if we came to buy something from someone, how would we want to be treated? When we're giving people discounts and we're being friendly, we're talking in DMs and we're meeting up. That's all stuff going above and beyond in today's society. People don't do that. That's not seen as the standard.
We also really care about fashion in the way we dress too. And so I feel like instead of people just adoring that, you can be like that too. Sorry, like
you can be a part of this.
Like, I love compliments, but step your game up too. You know what I mean? Like, come on. And then I feel like this is what, like, we just try to give people the best service possible. Like, you don't understand, for every single drop we do, how much work we do for it. You know what I mean? It's not easy.
Again, most people who start a business, it might not even be selfish, but it's like the like you guys, it seems very people focused. Where does that kind of want to serve the people come from?
Yeah, mum and dad raised us really well. I think.
Yeah, praise God.
They always taught us to be nice to people, even when they were so rude to us.
We've learned along the way to distinguish and discern, which we didn't have in the beginning. In the beginning, we used to get kind of burnt quite a bit easily, but it comes with life, it comes with experience, and we learn not to make the same mistakes twice. And we're cautious about who we let in. Like, we let everyone in, but there's a deeper level.
Of course,
not everyone's going to come into that deeper level. Not everyone's supposed to come to that deeper level. That's just life.
Good.
And definitely comes from faith as well. I think love of God reflects into love of people.
Try to treat everyone like our brother and sister, and that's honestly, like, I would want, if someone told us like, oh, you do it, like, I would be happy. Like, you know what I mean? I want people to feel loved, accepted, like, as close, like, we are very close as brothers. And anyone we're friends with automatically is very close to us, like, in terms of that way. And we want that to be the case for every single person.
In one way, do you find like it's very competitive in Melbourne? Do you say that sets you guys apart?
Discerning factor? I think it's one of the discerning factors. There's many though.
Yeah, so you got like the people, no, we're not the biggest, so we're not going to say we're the biggest in Melbourne. There are people that have stores and they've been doing it for 10 plus years and stuff. But the thing that distinguishes us from them doesn't mean we're better or we're bigger than them. It's just that, our love for the community and what we've been discussing for like the last few minutes, and that we want to, it's been happening in the last maybe 6 months now, that we're trying to do more shoots, we do videos, but we're doing this, and we're just trying to reach out to more people in different ways. And now that we're doing more pop-ups and we're doing events and stuff, that's especially what we want to do. And that's, in a physical sense, that's the most you can give to someone. Like, they come to an event and there's like nice music and it's a clean vibe and there's just massive amount of people and like affordable clothes, and it's like the fun, and that's what we started with. And obviously from the very beginning we couldn't pull a crowd like that. It's not even about the crowds, it's about who the people come and how they enjoy it. And it's like, we're blessed to have the opportunity now that we can give back to people in that tangible sense.
That's really great that you that you can actually offer people like an experience
Yeah,
to go with their clothes as well. Like that's
Definitely,
really
definitely.
cool.
Yeah, when they buy something, they'll remember the
Yeah,
event that they came
yeah.
to. It's
Right.
not like a shop that's open every single day you can return to. Like this is like once a year, once every 6 months. Who knows?
Literally, like it literally. Like I remember like buying some of your clothes. Like I remember like you stopped by Bruce to just. It just felt good to get that package.
That was beautiful.
And then like I get it and it's like all neat and everything like that. I'm like this man. This.
And there was a
this
business
feels
card on that
different.
as well.
Yeah, and the business card too. Oh my gosh, nah,
It's
that's, yeah.
Sweet.
I think we think that we're not just a business, or we don't do it just for money. And I hope people understand that as
we
well.
don't do it for money.
We definitely don't do it for
Amount
money.
of time,
I mean,
effort,
listen,
enthusiasm,
it's
like-
worth it. We enjoy what we do, and that's what I want to come across. It's more of an outlet than a.
Yeah.
It's more like it's just a platform for us to do just everything,
Yeah.
and it's not just about creativity though either. It's just about.
Comes to love. And,
Yeah.
It's not about love.
Yeah.
But now I kind of want to talk about what your kind of newest endeavor, something that's been in the works for a while. Kha'tha. Did I say that right?
You're getting there.
Get in there?
Yeah,
I had it the first time I feel off camera, but this time I know. Now I'm thinking about it.
Kha'tha.
Kha'tha?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
nice.
instant
Okay.
improvement.
Well, first I want to start with how long has this been in the works for? Because I remember, like, again, 2 years ago, you guys saying, I want to start a
It was
brand.
like almost
End of 2019.
yeah.
But I think the thought was already planted a
Thoughts way
long
long.
time
Yeah,
ago.
like we said before.
I think we were just
visions.
waiting for it to happen, and then
Yeah.
we we're waiting for exactly how to frame it. Like we wanted to always make clothes, but
Yeah.
we didn't know how or what to brand it as and what we were going to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so pretty much our brand, a lot of it's handmade. Most of the collection incorporates vintage, recycle, and upcycle stuff
Yeah.
because a lot of obviously we're a vintage store and we have
Yeah.
access to all that stuff and that style. We obviously can see people are enjoying it.
Yeah.
So we thought we could incorporate what we love in vintage and also our upbringing and our our ethnicity in that. It's like take for example, I'm wearing a piece from the collection.
Talk about it.
Yeah, so this is like an 80s to 90s vintage Levi's denim shirt. It's got mother of pearl buttons, but what we decided to do is we added embroidery to it of little motifs that reflect like our culture, like Assyrian heritage. So this is the farm life shirt.
Yeah.
So a lot of agriculture, and that's the way the Assyrians, like back in the day, they would make their.
Oh, even
Yeah,
my
our
grandfather was
grandfather.
a farmer, so
Mm.
when me and Isaac went back to the homeland when we were younger, we went to the farm as well, and like I got to sit on a donkey
Yeah.
with my
Oh,
grandfather.
With
And he had a sunflower farm
They had
as well.
sunflowers at the
Yeah.
farm, and
Oh,
they were like
wow,
this
wow,
big,
wow.
like
Huge.
literally as big as
Yeah.
us when we were
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Like little stray cats, chickens, like a vineyard,
grapevines
and
then
flowers.
the detail on the
That's
sleeve.
wicked, man.
So everything
Yeah.
has like symbolism behind it. Like nothing's been done without thought. And as well, Christian's saying like this is the businessman talking like vintage, we're in vintage.
Yeah.
But also it's like our people, our heritage, they didn't just go to H&M and Uniqlo and buy something. Everything was handmade.
Yeah.
And if it got ripped, if it got a hole in it, they would resew and repurpose it. There was nothing left to waste. So we're trying to incorporate that as well. And we know that sustainability is like a fad sort of term right now. Everyone's trying to use it and cash in on it. But we're genuinely putting out this product that we believe in that is actually sustainable.
Yeah. But I really love that, man. That's like it's the connection to the culture is just kind of so raw and direct, and that's kind of why like. I don't really see you guys as like Australian to me because it's like, I mean, you guys have Australian accents, sure, you know, yeah, sure, born and raised in Australia, but you know, you might not necessarily always feel that way. But again, to me, you guys come off as just like even before I knew what your background was, I was just like, you guys just came off as just like, you guys are not typical Westerners, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that kind of comes through. Really comes through with you guys and comes through with the brand as well. And so, in terms of Kha'tha.
Okay, close.
Close. Yeah, what does that mean for those who don't know, and kind of what's the story behind the name?
Our brand is Fresh Flames.
Yeah.
So in Assyrian, Kha'tha is literally a translation of Fresh Flames.
Yeah.
But Kha'tha gives a more, I feel like a more symbolic or more stronger meaning.
Yeah.
I feel like when you go back to the to the Assyrian language, the Neo-Aramaic, as it's called today, which goes back to being Syriac, which goes back to being Aramaic, which is the language that Jesus spoke. Basically, a derivative of the language that Christ spoke.
Yeah, yeah.
So Nur Kha'tha is almost like a new birth. It's almost as if it comes off, yeah?
The broken down words, Nura means fire or flame, and then Kha'tha means fresh or new.
Yeah, like a
So you got
brand
fresh
new.
flame / new flame. So you got a new flame, like a rekindling.
Yeah.
And that meaning's completely lost in English. Like when you say fresh
Yeah.
flames, you don't really think of that. But
Yeah.
Nur Kha'tha is like, it's a rebirth, it's like being born again, or
Yeah.
like fresh, something brand new, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's what we kind of want to put up. Being Assyrian, and we don't get any recognition in the world. Like we've given the world so much, and the world doesn't recognize that, and it's actually quite a shame, and that forms kind of our childhood struggle as well with identity and all that kind of stuff that surrounds our culture and our ethnicities, because we're not recognized. It's because we're the indigenous people of Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia is
Also the oldest civilization in the world.
yeah,
right?
so it's the land between the two rivers,
Yeah.
and it captures like the modern day Iraq, Iran, Turkey, Syria,
Mm.
and predating Arabs, predating Islam, predating Romans and Greeks, and simultaneous around the times of the Egyptians before them. Even. And like the Syrian New Year is 1st of April every year, and we're on the year 6,670, going on to 6,671.
Yeah.
And that's just from the date that they built the first temple. That's what scholars decided to
Yeah.
set that date. We predate that even.
Wow.
So, us being indigenous, similar to like for the people that are watching and are struggling to understand, just think of the Aboriginal people of Australia. That's what Syrians are. Every day, every year, on Australia Day or Invasion Day, the Assyrians will hold hand in hands with indigenous people, and they'll stand in front of Parliament because we have that empathy. Going back to empathy, we understand each other's struggle, and that's why we felt it's like our duty, like the least we can do. Being out here in the West, being comfortable, not facing any persecution, not being suppressed. Like, we have a choice to speak our language or not. We have a choice if we want to express our faith and our voice and our knowledge and what we know. Like, we have a choice. They don't have a choice there. So the least we can do is at least tell people about it. You know what I mean? Before it sadly dies out. If I have faith, it won't die out. You know what I mean? I'm going to pass on my language to my children, God willing. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep that cultural identity alive and that faith alive, because it stems from Christianity as well.
Yeah.
The only reason we're Assyrian is because we're Christian as well. That's a whole nother topic. I could talk for like an hour about that, honestly. Yeah, I guess very simply put, it's classic, timeless design.
They're all unique pieces. They're all vintage blanks that we've embroidered on top. So everyone is a different. Every single one of them is a different color and maybe a different size and a different fit as well.
Yeah, that's all our bread and butter stuff that everyone can wear. Like anytime. I mean, more out there pieces like the leather biker jacket. I mean, everyone has a leather jacket in their wardrobe. If you don't, you should definitely have one. But like the example, the leather jacket has a cross on the back, hand painted. Hand painted that cross, and it's a Church of the East cross. So the story behind that is that obviously when Christ had his 12 disciples and he told them to go out into all the nations and preach the good news, the disciple Thomas, doubting Thomas, he went to India. He went to preach the gospel in India. On the way to India, he stopped in Mesopotamia, which is modern day Iraq, and preached to the Assyrians, and that's how we became Christians from the year 33 AD till today.
Wow.
And that cross has 3 circles on each corner of the cross, representing the 12 disciples going out to the 4 corners of the world.
Wow.
So everything has symbolism behind it. It's
yeah.
little metal,
Aluminium.
Aluminium plaque, and it says Nur Kha'tha in English.
Is that the one that I wore?
Yes.
At that
So you
fashion-
wore a
that-
sample. So
Right,
we had a
yeah.
fashion show 2 years ago, and it was like a sample. And we had some pieces, but we've tweaked them since then.
Okay,
They're a lot
yeah.
better now.
Completely changed that.
And then we got cargo pants, which is just like black trousers, like the one I'm wearing, but they have cargo pockets taken from a field jacket. So it's legit, vintage military.
80s Italian military.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like, pretty similar to those pants. We're in like similar era as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but the juxtaposition is that while people in the 80s in Western countries were wearing nice trousers, my uncles and my father were in war at the same time. So again, that juxtaposition, the East meets West. So
Yeah,
it's a dress. It's like a trouser with practicality behind it,
Yeah.
and it honors our forefathers that went before us and fought and whatnot.
Yeah.
What else
yeah.
do we have? The field jacket. It's obviously
The
military.
Same jacket that the pants.
The pockets were taken out of,
Yeah.
but with wool, because our grandfather had farm and he had sheep, and he also had shepherds, so that's honouring them. And then on each one has Assyrian words, faith, love, hope, that kind of stuff.
That comes
Each
with a
one's
badge.
different,
As you go into the military, you have your name.
Yep.
But then this one, like you're equipped with love, you're equipped with
That's wicked.
So that's what
wicked.
we have, and like that's your name. That's what you mark with.
Yeah.
Love.
And then the jeans have patches on them, similar to the tote bags. Could you grab the checkered one? Yeah. So, also I posted a photo on the gram of my grandmother the other day, and she has this traditional dress that she wears, and it's like this exact same material. And we'll chuck up the image. And this is Nur Kha'tha, so Assyrian reads from right to left. And yeah, Nur Kha'tha means fresh flames or new flame. And then it's got like a pocket inside with our tag, and that's the tag that's been used on every single one of our pieces. And like,
in terms of like the next month or two, what's coming up for you guys? What should we look out for?
March 13th, save the date, Nur Kha'tha exhibition. You don't want to miss him performing the set. 2 new songs, first gig of the year.
He's promised it, so it's happening.
Shaking
It's
hands
on video
as well.
now.
It's official and it's on video. Yeah, it's a wrap.
let's shake hands right now.
Yeah, there it is.
That is, I feel that.
He's committed now.
It's a wrap. You don't want to miss it. But yeah, close for sale.
Literally a wrap.
Literally.
Yeah.
There'll be food there, drinks. It's gonna be fun. Not alcoholic
Culture will
because
be for sale.
vibes and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be good fun. So
Fun
keep an eye out
games.
for that.
On that day, we'll also be launching our magazine that we've been working on for about,
Long time.
honestly, a very long time.
Very long time.
Very long fights about it as well. There's been a lot of changes in the vision and the thing, but we finally got it together. A lot of contributors too.
Worldwide.
Yeah, worldwide. Yeah, actually worldwide. International contributors too.
Shout out if
Oh, that's
So,
exciting. That's exciting.
So yeah, it's honestly, it's very readable. Trust. So yeah, get excited for that. And then
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to say thank you.
Oh,
yeah,
well.
thank you for giving us
Thank
this
you.
platform.
And man, all you guys, man, honestly, like it's been a pleasure. And yeah, all the links to everything they're doing will be in the video somewhere, but also in the description as well. And yeah, man, if you enjoyed this, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell. It feels weird saying that, but it genuinely helps to help us get to 1,000, monetize this channel. Yes. And yeah, man, like we've got more coming your way. It's the first of many. It's definitely not the last time we've had these guys on.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have these guys on. It will not be the last time.
He's made us
Whether or not you guys know or not, yeah, it's not gonna be the last time. And yeah, thanks for watching. That's been Bourne Bred. And then, shall we cut? Yeah, let's cut. Normally then we cut.
We chose the ladder like a 5 white breeze. Gone. We're young and smart, so we need pay. We finna rock like homeboy K. Ojo, the G face. T tricks the crowd on purpose, the side G flips. And now movie on to scene 6. Bitch. Yo. Listen. As they pray to God, I pray that no one takes the game tomorrow. Cause I question my